but welcome to this little gathering, which is in a sense, the culmination of this year's Archbishop's Dinner and the great work that was done in regards to that. So I'm going to hand over straight away to Carmen and allow him to say a few things, and then I might say something at the end as well.
Thank you, Archbishop. Archbishop Peter, KSC State Chairman Paul Mitchell, Tim O'Leary and staff, sponsors, donors and my committee. Thank you, and thank you. At the start of the year, we decided to revisit our vision statement, and after a bit of toing and froing, we came up with a new vision statement, and the vision statement read, to raise the greatest amount of money possible to support the education of Victoria's seminarians and further education of our clergy. I think we nailed it.
You did?
I think we nailed it. This year we had 400 in attendance. We were able to raise $86,000, a marvellous effort. Especially coming out of COVID, we really didn't know what it was going to be like, if people were going to be scared. And really, with a month to go, we only had numbers around 280 people. We went out as a committee and did a mad rush the last 3 or 4 weeks. We were able to get it to 400, which was, beyond our imagination at that time. Because I recall Moonee Valley ringing me and sort of saying, you need to give me your final numbers. And I said, look, we're going to be closer to 300 rather than 400. She said, that's okay, but I'll give you a little bit of time. So I then rang, with 4 weeks to go, I rang and I said it would be 320. The week after I said it would be 340. And the week after I said it would be 380. And she said, you can't, you've gone from 300 to 380. It's not really the right way. I said, we've known each other for a while. And I think that, let's say 400, and I won't come back anymore. And then on the Monday, I was actually taking my mum to the hospital, and I actually had a phone call from Nadia saying that we've got another 10 people. And I said, oh, come on, it won't be a problem. So I get on the phone and I ring her up, and she said, no, we can't have any more than 400. So, and we didn't ring back those 10 people, and then at the end of the day, we had a few last minute cancellations because of COVID and things like that, so we ended up with 400 people. So God works in mysterious ways. But over the 24 years that the fund's been in existence, we've been able to raise in excess of 1.4 million for our seminarians. Now, there is no other group that's been able to do that, and I just think that the committee's one thing, but it's because of all you people that have been able to help us, and I truly, really appreciate the work you've done for our committee and our seminarians. So thank you very much. The planning is now underway for 2023. I can say that I will be the chairman of the fund for the next 12 months. I think it'll be my 6th year as the chairman of the fund. There's a couple of dates I want you to save. The first is Pentecost Sunday, which is the launch of the fund at the seminary. That's the 28th of May. This year I won't be there for the launch, because I've actually, over the last 3 years, I'd planned an overseas trip when I retired when I sold my business, and it never eventuated, but this year it's been blocked in, it's a 6-week tour, and so it's blocked in, so I'm sure I'll have somebody from our committee that'll be chairing the launch, and that'll go extremely well. But the Archbishop's Dinner, it's on, and it's on Friday the 1st of September. So they're the 2 dates I want you to make sure you diarise. Because we want. No, I've worked around you, Archbishop. So I believe it could be a big bonus, because for the ones that love football like me, I believe it's the actual bye, the official bye. But when we planned it, now they're talking about a 23rd round, so I might have stuffed it up. But that doesn't matter. Now, what I'd really like, we're here today, and the Archbishop and Tim have put on the spread for us, so thank you, because it's for all the work we've done over the last 12 months. But I also want your support again for next year. So save those dates. And as Anthony's been talking to me, I'm talking to the converted here. We've got to try and get other groups involved and support the events as well. So if anybody's got ideas on other groups we should be talking to, come and see us, or any of my members on the committee, because we want the dinner to be the flagship event. It already is the flagship event of the KSC, but we want it to be the best event that the Catholic groups are involved in for the year. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. While you've got the hands going, we might particularly congratulate Carmen today, because I've discovered that his daughter was married on the weekend.
Thank you. First of the three kids, so.
One down, two to go.
Actually, we have one other presentation. Our state chairman would like to do that. Brother Paul, could you go up there, please?
This wasn't announced, so my apologies to the Archbishop. But for everybody here, I would just like to let you know that at our annual state conference, the chairman has the honour and privilege of making an award for outstanding effort. And this year I gave State Chairman's Award for Significant Achievement to the Priest Support Education Fund Committee for 2022. So in your presence, I would like to give it again to Brother Carmen, Chairman of that committee. And,
all of you.
Thank you, please. If I can just add a word of my own to just say thank you to all of you. So it's various agencies of our Archdiocese, various staff and workers, you who are being sponsors and donors and contributors, and being present, just simply being present at the annual Archbishop's dinner. To the committee members especially, I want to offer a word of really deep gratitude for the great work, and Carmen, yourself as chair of that, taking over a new way of doing things, and in a new era. An extraordinary amount, $86,000. So wonderful, wonderful gift. Can I tell you how that might be used? So it's not just doesn't go into consolidated revenue for the seminary or something like that. An example, this coming year, 2023, is the International World Youth Day is starting up again post-COVID. It's going to be in Lisbon. Our seminarians will go. And it's a great formation experience for them, and they will make their contribution to all the young people. We're hoping to take about 500 young people from our Archdiocese to World Youth Day next year. Your money's helping that. And that's a great, great thing. We wouldn't be able to afford to send them all otherwise. So there's an example. There's a whole pile of various particular opportunities for our seminaries to make use of. We've got two of our fellows going off to what country are they going to? The Holy Land, that's right. Next week, I think it is, or they're already gone. They're already there, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, so they're Vietnamese, and I kept thinking, well, I assume we're not sending them to Vietnam. To the Holy Land. And these opportunities for our seminaries in their own formation. So it's not just nice little things for them to do, it's formative for them. So your contribution to all of that is a wonderful, wonderful gift. And it's particularly good, of course, you know, there's all sorts of often enough people lovely and generously give to bricks and mortar kind of things, and the cathedral's sitting over there needing particular attention at the moment. But this is for people. It's for a ministry, and it's not going to be something that most other people would be looking to support or encourage. But what you're doing is a particularly significant gift, I think. So if I can say thank you to all of you for your ways in which you might be able to contribute to that. Looking forward to next year, 1st of September.
1st of September.
I'll be there because it's obviously already been organised in my diary. So long as I get back from Lisbon myself in a reasonable state. And to all of your own families, may the Lord be with you, particularly this lovely time of Advent leading up to Christmas. I thank you for coming out today, because I suspect, I've already heard from some of you, but I suspect for all of us there's any number of little things happening over these days, so that you would find the time to be here today is a really great thing. So go well, everyone. My blessings of the Lord for each of you and your families leading up to Christmas. And once again, we might thank in a particular way, all of us might, for the work of the committee in organising this for every year. So thank you.
One last thing.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I'd just like to thank the rector of the seminary that's been a close working with our committee for the last 5 years. So thank you for all your assistance, Father Dennis, over the last 5 years. And you know that if you ever need anything, we're available for you as well. Okay? Thank you, Father Dennis.
If people haven't heard, Father Dennis is finishing up this year as the rector after 7 years. 7 years. That's a slog. That's a great service to the life of our church. And Father Cameron Forbes will take over at the beginning of next year as the new rector for Corpus Christi College. So thank you, Dennis, for your marvellous contribution over all these years. You probably don't know this. The role of rector of the seminary is arguably the most important role we have within the life of our archdiocese. I can absolutely guarantee it's also the hardest to fill. So that you would say yes in the first place, Father Dennis, those years ago, perhaps not know what it would mean. Thank you. There's still plenty of food.
Enjoy your